right, is a Tony and Emmy award-winning actress who you know from the shows Schmigadoon, Glee, Pushing Daisies, as well as her work on Broadway in shows such as Wicked and You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. The season finale of her very funny series Stumble airs Friday night on NBC with all episodes streaming the next day on Peacock. Let's take a look.
I don't think you're built for the spotlight.
I was born for the spotlight. My mother was a real flyer. Notably, she played Peter Pan at the El Paso Playhouse. One night, during the song I'm Flying, she gave birth to me while flying. Unfortunately, I was never able to fill her tights on stage. But, as my mother said, I won't grow up. You want to see a spotlight? Look who's looking down at who now.
Please welcome back to the show our good friend Kristen Chenoweth, everybody. I'm so happy to see you as well. It's always lovely to have you here. But I have heard word that you want to clear the air.
Yes.
Okay.
The last time he was here, ladies and gentlemen, or no, it's not my show, it's his show.
I'll clear the air with you after this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The last time I was here, he promised me that he was going to come see my Broadway show, Queen of Versailles.
Yeah.
You know that I had a ticket every night set aside for you in case you came. I'm just kidding, I didn't do that. Although there were plenty of seats to be had.
Next one, I swear to God. I will not make an empty promise again, I swear to God.
You didn't have much time. You had about a 3-month, after 3 months.
That happens. Sometimes they work.
And sometimes they struggle.
Yeah.
But I will tell you something, I'm still so proud of the show and what we did, and mainly the cast. You know, we got so close.
Of course.
And I'm like mama. You know, I don't have children, so I'm like mama to everybody. And I don't know. It was a really great
It must be a crazy thing having been in both kinds over the course of your career and know that the exact same amount of effort and love and talent goes into ones that take off and ones that struggle.
And the truth is, and this isn't me making excuses, maybe a little, you know, we have low tourism rates right now.
Yeah.
14 shows have closed in the past year and a half. And that's disturbing, especially for those of us who do love opera and ballet. You know, we want... we want to still keep working the live theater. That's why I love your show, because audience.
It's very nice to be in front of an audience. I feel very spoiled that I get to do it every day.
And you're born to do it, so this is what we're talking about. Am I still talking about this? Anyway, you'll come to my next one.
I will. You play a cheer coach in this show.
An assistant cheer coach.
Assistant cheer coach. And you have some actual roots in the cheer community. This is a young Kristen, and now I have a lot of questions about when you ask for this hairstyle. Like, should the day come for me, what would I say I wanted?
You would definitely say you want a perm bi-level cut.
A bi-level cut?
Yeah, it was like the female mullet.
Yeah. It seems like real estate say, yeah, I live in a bi-level.
And my mom did the perm Ogilvy, and it overdid.
Oh, no.
And so, anyway, don't do this ever. If the 80s come back again, can we not?
Yeah. Some of it can come back, but we're going to still ask this one. We're going to stop this one at the door and be like, we would not like you to be part of our retro moment.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, mine's bad, but Renee Zellweger, my buddy, you should see her high school cheer.
Worse?
Along the same lines.
Yeah.
Along the same lines.
That's good to know. That's good to something to Google later.
And when she comes on your show.
Yes, I make sure to ask. Did you? It's very. You know, I will admit I didn't know it till there was that fantastic, cheerleading documentary about, how physical it is and how susceptible to injuries people are. Did you have any bad falls? Did you have any injuries?
Yes. I had, in my life, it's a very famous injury, but I don't want to gross your audience out.
Okay. I'm surprised that Go for it. They're ready for it.
Okay, do y'all know what being hyperextended means?
Yeah.
So, like, if you're in the splits, your legs are already above your hips, right?
Yeah.
So, the first thing that's on the floor is
Yeah.
the coccyx area.
Yeah.
okay? So, I was a flyer, the person on top, because I was the littlest.
Right.
So, I put my life in the hands of this girl, Paige. Paige, I love you, honey. Thank you for coming to know. Anyway, we were doing this event, this stunt where I'm in the splits over her head, and her arms are in my pits. Understand?
Yeah.
Her arms are in my pits. I'm lifted up, and I'm in the splits. And that's at the gym, and it's before a basketball game for the Tigers. My dad was sitting in the stands, and Paige dropped me.
Yeah.
She was the tallest one, and she was always the complainer. But anyway, I love you, Paige. Don't be mad at me. I'll see you at the reunion. Anyway, I fell first on the coccyx, and my father was in the stands and heard it.
Wow.
I had to get carried off of the. I
Still in the splits? Did they carry you out?
I could not. I had to walk like this, and with a pillow for 3 months. But the worst part, I coined the injury because, come to find out, I wasn't the first one who's ever had that, and I call it the cooter smash.
What I like about that, if you do ever get into professional wrestling, that's a pretty good signature move.
Seth,
Yes.
I could tell when it's gonna rain.
From it?
Down there. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I think you should say like it feels like rain and not tell people why.
That's probably good advice.
I have a lot more to ask you. We'll be right back with more from Kristen Chenoweth. Welcome back. We're here with Kristen Chenoweth, and you are a huge Oklahoma City Thunder fan.
Yes, I love the Thunder. I'm the Jack Nicholson of the Thunder.
So you will go back to Oklahoma. You will sit courtside, and you will take it very seriously. This is a great what you look like, and we wanted to zoom in because like look at this. Tell me about that action.
Can you believe a fan made me 6-inch heels of OKC Thunder? Aren't those fabulous?
That's fantastic.
They're also dangerous.
They're dangerous, yeah.
Yes.
From a fan, because there's a lot of like artistry to that. Like, is everything you get from fans that nice?
No,
Yeah.
especially from the prison mail and the prisoners. I love you. Thank you for writing to me, but
Yeah.
those drawings.
You said that. You said that in the same way you speak to Paige. Is Paige currently incarcerated?
Not yet.
Yeah, well, she should be.
She's actually
We're
a
doing an
lovely
investigation about that cooter smash. What?
Cooter smash.
Yeah. You also you had a historic moment. So last year, OKC wins their first title. You sang the national anthem in the game they won it all.
Yes.
What, game 5? How many? How many did they
it was
go?
the last one, baby.
Yeah. There you go. But
It was the Indiana.
yeah, it was, and there you are. And we were talking backstage. Obviously, you were no stranger to performing in front of people, but a little bit more butterflies for this.
I'd rather play Carnegie Hall, the Met, all the places I've done. This scared the. I've opened for the Yankees. I've done what's the game right before the Super Bowl?
Like the AFC Championship game? or
Yes,
NFC
I've
Championship?
sung at that one.
Yeah.
I've sung at a lot of these. I was so nervous because A, you never want to be the singer when they lose.
Yeah.
And B, it's my team.
That's the part that's the added element, right? All those other ones, like you weren't also worried about the game.
No, I was not as invested because.
Yeah.
But the Thunder, I mean, are y'all in love with these young players? Say yes.
There's a historic night. I mean, we were saying that SGA, one of the true stars of the league, might set a little history tonight by the time this airs.
Yes, I'm gonna be looking, all night.
Yeah. You play as assistant cheer coach in the show, and a lot of Slurpee work for you.
Yeah.
And is it true that back in your day you were a Slurpee drinker?
I'm still a Slurpee.
Really?
I love them.
Well, we have this photo of you. What's going on here?
Oh, I was doing a Coke. I was doing a Coke challenge test.
Yeah.
Because I love Coke. Now in Oklahoma, everything's a Coke. What kind of Coke you want? Pepsi. What kind of Coke you want? 7-Up. In Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I had to do a taste test where I knew I was going to pick Coca-Cola because I love.
So they gave you 6 and you nailed it?
I put it in last place.
Really?
Pepsi won over Coke.
Did this just like change your entire life? Did you feel like everything had been a lie up to that moment?
Yes, I felt like, oh, am I on another planet? But I will tell you, they weren't cold. So
Yes.
I'd like to redo it.
That's, by the way, everybody says that that's the biggest difference.
You have to have them cold.
Gotcha. You also did some pageantry in your early days. Which pageant?
You're bringing them all out
I know,
tonight.
I really am. You have a very rich history. We want to share it all with people. So, what pageant was this?
This was Miss Oklahoma. I was Miss Oklahoma City University, and think I got first runner-up. I didn't win. What's the winner doing now? We don't know.
You know, I will say, for someone who is such a light, you throw an amazing amount of shade.
Thank you. I try to do it with love. Yeah, that's a hairdo right there. I have about 2 strands of actual hair on my head, y'all. This was what you call back in the 80s.
Yeah.
This would have been this would probably been, no, it was 90. He teased my hair so up. I had 2, by the time the pageant was over, I had like 2 strands left. But I loved it because I loved it. I was 4'11", and when I got chosen to be in the top 10 and then ultimately almost win, but not, I felt like I was saying something for all the 4'11" girls out there. And when you're in a pageant, this was a scholarship pageant, Miss America scholarship pageant. I got my master's degree because of the talent portion I won, and basically I won everything but the crown. So anyway, don't know what she's doing, don't care. But this gown I got out the other day. This is a true story because I thought, wouldn't it be funny if the next time I do the Met or Carnegie, I wear my dress? Still fits.
Yes. Yes.
Still fits.
So wait, I have a question. Do you have a memory of the moment? Because again, as I understand pageants, having watched a few, it's you and who ended up winning, and so they did that moment where.
Yes.
And did you feel like looking back, did you do a good job of acting like you were excited? No.
In fact, back when we had VHS, we rewound the moment, my best friend Denny and I and Jack, we would rewind the moment because what I do is the old kick out. And I didn't mean to, it was involuntary.
Yeah.
I'm standing there, I'm waiting for I look like Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, you do. You really do. You look like $1 million.
So I'm standing there waiting for my turn to win, and they don't say my name, and I did this. Okay. Why do you ask? Because I knew she wasn't gonna win Miss America. But
Yeah.
hey, go with the other girl.
Yeah. It's great that it hasn't stuck with you.
No, I don't remember a thing about it.
We love you so much. It is just
love you.
amazing to have you. How about this person here? Is there anybody like Kristen Chenoweth? The season finale of Stumble airs Friday night on NBC. With all episodes streaming the next day on Peacock. We'll be right back with Tom Blake.